Taylor Swift and this.
Yes,
Okay.
that is also news.
My bad. What is this?
What do you think they'll leave their wedding in?
This kind of looks like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
That's an F-150 and a Peugeot 208. But
what is our story
the
here?
reason they're in the news is there was a news item earlier this week. So the European Union and the United States are in a bunch of trade negotiations.
Yeah.
Because President Trump applied a 27.5% tariff to European goods, 25% tariff to vehicles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they're trying to negotiate that.
Yeah.
One of the things to come out of that negotiations is a line in one of the kind of potential agreements. I'm being very direct in my this is a potential thing language. Possibly. Is a line that basically says the EU and the US will accept each other's safety and emission standards.
Let me tell you something. If no other good comes out of the tariff thing, and so far, no good has.
Not a lot of good.
If no other good comes out of the tariff thing, that would be good. If they harmonized regulations, it would be so great for so many people.
It would be quite something. Because there's a lot of cars that don't come to the US from Europe because, well, frankly, there wouldn't be demand. Let's be honest. Nobody wants the Fiat Panda here but me. Nobody wants a Peugeot 208 here but me. But a big reason is that they don't want to have to meet all of the U.S. safety standards and the U.S. emission standards. Now, to be clear, they're not necessarily more stringent. They're just different.
It's less about European cars not coming here. It's more about just like
both.
Some cars are not sold in both places because whether it's a U.S. car or Euro car because the standards are so different.
Yeah.
So it would be nice if they were harmonized. That would change a lot of stuff. We'd get the M3 wagon. I would love to.
You get a lot of things.
Wouldn't it be nice if it applied retroactively? We could bring in an E61 M5 tomorrow.
We sold one.
That would be nice. It would have been nice if they did this, I don't know, 70 years ago. Would have been great if they had, but whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
The thought is this would benefit both countries, right? Like, there's reasons that the
Both
F-150...
countries, the United States and Europe.
And Europe, the country, the great nation of Europe.
You get my point. I'm sure that the U.S.
These
negotiators
European
are thinking that, great, we can then sell F-150s more easily. Those are probably not legal to sell in the EU directly. They're imported by third parties. But we can then sell these cars in Europe that right now they don't meet the emission standards. They might not meet Euro 6, upcoming Euro 7 standards. They might not meet whatever other requirements.
It is pretty wild. Like European standards have gone pretty far in terms of a couple things that the U.S. standards haven't, including emissions, but also pedestrian safety is a huge
Flat
thing
hoods,
there.
man.
And it's not that big of a thing in the States. And I would be curious where the harmonizing falls. You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't be harmonized. It would just be blanket. You are allowed to sell a car that only meets the European standards.
Oh, you can sell one or the other.
That is
You can meet
from
one or
the
the other.
single line that came out of that report. Yes.
Let's do it.
Now-
I'll pay tariffs if it means tariffs if it means that we can get Euro cars. Filippo, think about all of the Cupra Formentors we'd be able to have.
So many Cupra fermenters. Now, of course, they might not be able to sell in the U.S. A lot of EV manufacturers are learning that it's quite hard to navigate dealer rules in different states. It wouldn't necessarily be actually sold here. That requires a lot of networking.
What do you mean?
Shipping.
Tesla's at the mall.
Right.
I was at the mall yesterday. There's a Porsche store there at the
Wow,
mall.
really?
Yeah.
That's Porsche design, but yeah.
No. They got cars. There was some sort of 911. And there's Audi, too. They got Q5s up the brim.
You drive around the Mission Valley Mall parking lot, like the parking garage has a section that's for Audi test drives.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's also a section that costs $6 to park closer, and I did that, but I charged it to the company.
That sounds like you.
But I'd save time for the business.
Right. To
For
pick
the
up
business.
your shorts to get back to the tennis court.
No. I was turning in my computer, which I use for work purposes. That's why I have a different computer today. You want me to go on an Apple rant? I got an Apple rant ready.
Once they start making a car, you can go to the Apple rant.
Okay, so this is the thing. Do we have any news on tariffs?
Yeah, the EU, there's news today, we're filming this on Wednesday, that the EU might remove the tariffs that they applied to U.S. imports, which also means that that's unlikely to happen because they are kind of removing some of their negotiation power on this. And they may not need to. The goal is that if they remove tariffs that they apply to U.S. goods, then the U.S. will treat them favorably. I find that unlikely, this regulation thing unlikely to happen, but if it does...
we don't have it.
Cool.
The answer is we don't have an answer yet.
We don't have an answer yet.
Let me ask you this question, and I mean this with all the sincerity in my heart. What about Norway and Switzerland?
No one really teaches you about credit. It's a huge part of adult life, but it's such a blind spot when you're starting out. I take my finances very seriously, but even then, I had to learn some things the hard way. It's easy to make a misstep or not realize how much your score is affecting your life. That's why I'm a big fan of what Ava is doing. Ava is a credit building app that makes it so easy to improve your credit fast so you can get better rates on loans, pay off debt faster, and keep more money in your pocket. You can be approved in just 5 minutes. No credit check, no interest. Ava connects to bills or subscriptions you're already paying and helps you build your credit in the background. Most members see results in a week, and it's just $6 a month. They report your on-time payments to all 3 major credit bureaus every single day. Take control of your credit now. Download the Ava app, spelled AVA, today, and use our code CARPOD, that's CARPOD, to get your first month totally free. Get the Ava app and use our code, again, CARPOD, so that you know that you heard it from us. And get your first month of Ava free. That's CARPOD. Thanks to Ava, and now get yourself some good credit.